appreciate the coverage that you give college basketball, specifically college women's basketball. So thank you for that. True confidence is only earned by conquering hard things. And we beat a good team tonight. It means something to us because of the respect we have for Texas, especially along the front line, how well they were playing. So we're really pleased that we were able to defend and rebound, and play with great passion, which I think helped us earn a very good win, and hopefully builds our confidence as we choose to grow towards the Pac-12 season. So I'm very proud of our team. We still have a lot of room to grow, but I thought we beat a very good Texas team.
Coach, when you get a game when you get out of the game, what you're looking for, but as the game moves along, there is a tendency, once you get a spread toward the end of the half, you need to try and keep focused.
Right.
It becomes a learning and a teaching moment.
Absolutely. And I thought that's one of the ways we grew the most today. That's what we talked about at halftime, is the mentality, the championship mentality. Teams go out there and stay focused. It's not about Texas at that point. It's about us having a focused mindset on getting better, possession by possession. What do we need to do to be successful that possession? And I thought our whole depth was a big piece of that as well. We were able to rotate so many players, so we were able to stay focused in short bursts. And I thought that was a really big key as well. But you hit it on the head. Mentality is everything. And for us to have a focused mentality through a big lead, I think that bodes to our maturity. And, we're a senior. We have 4 strong seniors, and 2 of them right here on my right and my left. And so I think that comes from senior leadership as well.
What did you see change? They were up 10-5, I think, and you went on a 23-2 run.
Well, I think going to our zone defense didn't hurt, but even more importantly than that, when I called timeout, when they were playing exactly to their strengths. They were going inside. They did a great job of getting the ball to their big people early, and quite frankly, they out-hustled us. They out-hustled us, and they played with more passion in the first 4 minutes of the game. After that, the next 30 or so minutes, I thought we played with more passion and consistently. But I thought it really had to do with focus and energy more than it did any schematic change.
You really extend your zone defense a lot. Seem to get guards a lot of problems on their entry pass.
Well, and you think about that, their strength is their front line. So sometimes you would think, let's just pack it in even more and make them prove it from the outside. But our guards were doing a great job of getting deflections, disrupting the vision of their young guards. And I thought that we were really worried about their ability to lob versus our zone. And I thought our guards were the difference in keeping that either out of the high post or that cross-court lob. They couldn't see it, or they got deflections when they tried to make it.
Alyssia, you talk about your game, how you did today.
That's kind of a broad question, but I just really focused on the things that I wasn't doing previously in the other games. As far as defense, it still could have been better, but I think that as far as my individual defense is getting better each game, and I also focus on more of the leadership role of getting the team involved every possession and keeping everybody focused each time out. So.
Did you think you had a quicker disadvantage against their bigs?
You enjoyed that.
A smidge, yeah. But I think it also comes down to who wants it more.
How do you think the defense on Aneka was?
Well, what a credit to her. She plays so hard. I mean, I think we were able to force her into some tough defensive situations in the first half and got some fouls on their bigs that definitely helped us. But, boy, she is a handful. Her relentlessness and her athleticism, I wouldn't say we did a spectacular job. I think we did what we needed to do. But a credit to her. She is who we game planned around, and she's going to be a big force in the Big 12.
Any other questions?
I guess obviously they missed Bucell a lot as far as their scoring.
Absolutely. No, they did. I mean, she could have pulled us out of that zone probably a little bit, but they did miss her. But I think we still would have game planned it the same way. And I would like to say how great it was. Jasmine Dixon, I believe, is one of the most versatile, dominant players in the West. And you haven't seen what she's going to be able to do as she gets healthy. But I thought Jasmine Dixon hit some very, very key baskets, got some key rebounds for us, scored in transition creatively. And I think what you're going to see from her is 10 times what you saw today. But as she gets healthy, she's going to be a big contributor for us.
Coach, if you can, just talk about your next opponent.
I don't know why we keep doing this, we just share, but, you know, I think that our next opponent is St. Mary's, and then our next opponent after that, hopefully, if we, depending on how the tournament goes, could be St. John's. And we've really only had 2 opponents so far that weren't in the NCAA tournament last year. So what's great for us is that there's never a night you can just say, oh, well, we can just sort of go through the motions. I mean, you have to be ready to play. And I'm really, really pleased. They actually run a very similar offense, St. Mary's does, to Texas. A lot of ball screens. They want to shoot the ball. They want to go inside. But we feel like Texas really did a great job preparing us for St. Mary's. And then obviously St. John's, we scouted the game that Texas played against St. John's in preparation for this game, and they're one of the best defensive teams and one of the most physical teams I've ever coached against. I coached against them when I was coaching at Florida State, not only in the NCAA tournament but in regular season games, and their defensive prowess will be something that will force us to go to a whole new level of toughness.
If you can, talk about the importance of the showcase and what it means.
In this particular turn, yeah, I think that this is a great thing to do, not only with our men to have this shared experience, but also to be about a great cause. I mean, the Proton Therapy and, you know, all the people that was, you know, rallying around this cause. I think there's always good for us to stop and have an awareness that there's a lot more going on that's bigger than basketball. And so to couple a shared experience with our men and be involved in raising awareness for this great, you know, therapy that's going on with cancer, I think that's just a huge thing. And it was very well run. The hospitality here is excellent, and how cool to play in this kind of environment. It's very unusual. And we told our team, look, if you want to be a Final Four team, get used to this. This is the kind of arena you're going to play in a Final Four. So there's all kinds of levels of you know, growth that we got from this experience. So we're thankful for the hospitality that we've had.
Yeah, did you feel like y'all were able to intimidate Texas young guards today?
I would say we just went out there and stuck to our principles. We weren't really trying to intimidate. We were more focused on getting better, running our plays, executing, and so forth, and, you know, just playing Bruin ball.
Jazz, was it difficult to shoot in the stadium with the background? Is that a problem at all for you guys?
I would say that we had a nice little practice yesterday. A lot of shots went up, so we tried to get used to the gym as much as possible. I mean, it is different. I haven't played in, you know, such a far background, so, you know, we just got to adjust.
Any other questions? Thank you.
Thank you all for being here.
Appreciate it.